Well, good morning, God morning, EM fam. Am I Ansah here back again live? It is Friday Eve. I always say that when Thursday rolls around. I feel like it's just the day before the end of the week and the weekend is almost here. So I love to refer to it as Friday Eve. So thank you for joining me live on this another cold winter like day in the fall in Ontario, but it's a little milder today. It's a little milder today. It's 6 degrees Celsius, which is about 46 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's much better than it was last week or even earlier this week with the snow and everything on the ground. So I'm really, really happy or happier today to be getting back to more fall-ish type weather. Anyhow, thanks so much. And of course, as usual, I am still remaining defiant and wearing all of my bright colors. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. And what are we talking about today? Today, we're talking about the Brads and Karens of the world, the ones who love to be gatekeepers, just gatekeeping anywhere that they think that Black people don't belong. And this brother is a landscaper. He has his own business and he was working on one of his clients' properties. And here comes Senior Brad with his phone, asking questions, not letting him go through. And let's just watch how this brother deals with him. Take a look.
Be respectful as possible.
No, you're not being
Bro,
respectful.
mad because
It's
I'm
private
driving
property,
through this.
and you're
This is
coming
the
through.
property owner right here, right?
Yeah,
This
that's
is a
an
property
easement
owner.
right here, sir.
That sign said
Yeah, come on out here.
that sign say residents and guests only, right?
You're not a guest here. You're
What?
not a guest
What?
here, sir.
That say
No,
residents and guests,
you're not
right?
a guest. I'm sorry.
That's a property owner right there, right?
That's private. It comes through
That's
A1A.
residents and
The
guests,
line
right?
comes through- No, sir.
Residents
You're
and
leaving.
guests, right?
This is
Residents
this
and guests,
neighborhood.
right? What's your
This is
name?
this neighborhood.
What's your name?
Dave.
Dave what?
What's your name?
Dave what?
What's your name?
Dave what?
Get out of my face, bro.
Bro, you walked in my face.
Okay, yeah.
This
Okay,
ain't the property
yeah.
you want, bro. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm
You're
recording
not
you,
coming
bro.
through here. You're not coming through there.
I'm not coming through here?
No.
Stop me. Stop me.
Drive through.
Stop me.
Drive through.
Dave, stop me, Dave.
What's your name?
Stop me, Dave.
What's your name?
Stop me, Dave.
Excuse me.
Stop me, Dave.
Get out.
Stop me, Dave.
You ain't going
Stop
through
me,
here.
Dave.
I am.
Stop me, Dave.
I'm
Mind
just
your
gonna
business,
stand
bro.
right
I'm
here.
working,
I'm
bro.
on private property. I don't care.
Mind your business, Dave.
What company do you work for?
What?
Let's get a hold of what company. Is that your
This
company?
is my company.
What's the name of it?
You can look on the tractor and see it.
Okay, I will.
Call who you need to call, bro. I'm recording
Okay,
you.
you see, I'm right here now. I'm showing.
Residents and guests only.
I don't get a name here. He's Kubota. I guess that's his name.
Residents and guests only. I'm a guest
This is
doing a job.
private property this way.
This
my
private
friend.
property, right?
My friend, this is private property. I've been here 40 years. You don't know what you're talking
Bro, you
about.
funny as I don't know what, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You funny.
I think I got enough footage of you.
Okay, Dave. I got you, mate.
I ain't in your face, man. That's private property. This is private property.
Look, bro, I ain't trying to hurt you, bro. Move out my
Tell
face,
you
bro.
what, man, you're messing in private property.
Listen, bro,
Let
I
me
did
call
not
the
touch
sheriff
you.
right now.
Call the sheriff. I got you on record the whole time. I didn't
That
touch
sounds
you.
good.
Get a breather first. Get your breather.
Thank you.
Messing with the guy trying to work, bro.
Oh yeah,
Just go in your house.
I'm trying to work. This is private property.
Go in your
I tell
house and do your little wood fixtures or something in there, bro.
Yeah.
Do your little wood fixtures, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Dave.
Keep recording.
Dave.
Keep recording.
Dave. Dave. I want you to touch
I got
me.
all night, pal.
I want you to touch me. That's all I want you to do.
Oh, good, good. That's good.
If you touch me, I'm gonna knock your ass clean
Oh
out.
yeah,
I promise you.
yeah. I'm good.
I promise you.
I'm good.
gonna knock your
man.
ass clean
I'm a
out.
peaceful man.
I'm gonna knock your ass clean out. You touch me.
I'm a peaceful
Touch me.
man. Get out of my
Touch
face.
me.
man.
Touch me.
You're not coming through
Dave,
here.
you can't hang with me, Dave.
Oh yeah.
You can't hang with me.
Yeah.
Touch me.
This is private
Touch
property.
me. Touch me. I want you to touch me, bro. I'm knock your ass clean out. You need to mind your goddamn business. Go on, do what you need to do. I'm licensed, insured. Take all the pictures you
Not on this
want.
property.
Oh, this is private property.
You're wrong, pal.
Your private property. Wait, you having trouble working your phone, Dave?
No problem at all. Joe, what's your name?
Need some help?
Sheriff's Department.
I got you if you need some help, bro. I got you, Dave. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I just like your
I'll
fit,
just-
bro. You look pretty sporty, bro.
You look great, man.
Yeah, you look pretty
Love your
sporty, bro.
outfit.
Yeah, Dave. What's your last name, Dave? Dave, why you shaking,
I'm
bro?
done talking to you.
I'm done talking. I've been done talking to you, bro. I ain't want to talk to you in the first place.
Yeah, that's all right.
You trying to know my name? You trying to know?
This is private
You
property.
trying to know where
You're
I
coming through
stay
here
at?
like it was.
Dang, Dave.
Or something.
Dang, boy, Dave, you something else, man. You mess with a working man.
It's all right.
You mess with a working man. Come
Oh,
on, man.
that's
Check
cool,
my
man.
hands
That's
out, man.
cool.
Working man, dog.
Oh, that's great.
You mess with a working man, Dave. Come on, man. I wasn't bothering you. I'm going to lay some grass. Come on, Dave. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff, Dave.
He cracked me up, man.
Yeah, I know. You the same, man. Just looking at you, bro. But your ear big as hell, bro. Big ass got the elephant ears, bro. Got. Man, that's that mullet he got. We got a mullet. You done, Dave?
No, not yet, pal.
Well, look. Call the sheriff. Tell him to come back here. I'm going to finish my job before the sun go down. Thank you.
Going through me.
Oh, Dave just couldn't help himself. You know, I call him Brad. His name is Dave. He couldn't help himself. He didn't want this man to do his job. But, you know, I love the way this brother handled it. And yeah, hey, one Uncle Kel, exactly. Uncle Kel is saying the brother handled it properly. They complain when you don't work. They complain when you do work. Exactly. This man is a business owner. It's his own landscaping company. He mentions that. He's like, look, you could see the name of the company, and this is my company. Okay. And this Dave person would just not stop. And he did handle it well, although he did warn him. He said he would knock his ass out if he, his behind out if he touched him, which I don't know if you noticed, but Dave never even attempted that. He knew better. He got in his face, but he knew better than to attempt to put his hands on him, right? But did anybody else notice how long it took for Dave to call the sheriff? I mean, it is phone. He's trying, you know, and brother man was like, "Go ahead, call them," and he's still trying using his voice note, and he wasn't able to call sheriff. Hey, Emmanuel. Hey, thanks for joining. How you doing? Hope all is well. But yeah, so Dave really tried it, right? Dave tried it. He's saying it's private property. This is obviously a worker. He has a tractor. He's got the grass that he wants to lay down. I mean, in what mind would they be in to go through all that trouble to be trespassing on private property? This is a businessman. He's doing business, right? Yeah, Sean says they love being around us. What happened to black fatigue? Exactly. They can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. And we know, brothers and sisters, that if it was one of the folks that came through with his tractor and was there to do business, do you think that Dave would have come outside and be questioning one that looks like him? He wouldn't have. If anything, he would have probably brought out a mug of coffee for him and said, "Hey, can I get you some coffee? Would you like some water? Do you want to come in for some, I don't know, venison or whatever?" That's not how the white man would have been treated, okay? But we know what it's all about. We know what it's all about. This is one of those Hicktown anti-black racists men who has a problem with a black man being there. So they always like to tout the private property. This is private property. Nonsense talking points. But I really do love the way that this brother dealt with him. And then in the end, I don't know if you guys caught it, but he was clowning him, talking about how big his ears are and that he has a mullet. And he was even at one point talking in a British accent. He was just clowning him. And he's lucky that this brother felt like he had time to waste trying to talk and reason with this person. He's lucky. He's really lucky. I'm happy all's great for you, Emmanuel. Everything's okay with me. I was just saying earlier, it's a little warmer outside here, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, we're talking about this Dave person, Brad. I'm calling him Brad, who just had nothing to do with his time than bother a good, hardworking black man. Good morning, Jerry. Hope all's good. Dutchess County, upstate New York. Ah, New York, one of my favorite states. Thank you for joining. So, you know what, family? This brother actually responded because he's letting us know what really happened. So, I'm going to play what he has to say about what happened that day because a lot of people were saying to him, oh, the folks, you know what they love to do? The folks were like, oh, you were mean to him. Why didn't you just leave him alone? Why didn't you just answer his questions and tell him what your last name was and tell him the name of your company? Why didn't you just do that? He doesn't have to do any of that. He doesn't owe that man any response. The only person he's accountable for is the person that hired him to do the landscaping job. That's it. So the folks always love to crawl into our comments like, you know what I always call them, like snow roaches do, just crawling into our comments, trying to defend the honor of their racist uh, allies. And we're not trying to hear that. Blessed morning to you too, Mo Cancer. Thank you, thank you. GI, how you doing? The brother should have stopped, got his equipment and left. Yeah, sometimes if you just don't want to be bothered going back and forth with these people, you could do that, but he was there to do a job. And he felt like, you're not going to stop me from doing my job because it's his own company and work is money, right? It's not like he gets a salary regardless. He's got to do the work to make the money. So, sometimes you got to make a call. It's either I'm going to push through you and go about my business, call the police, and we'll deal with the police when they get here. Or, yeah, I'm going to be like, look, I'm done. I'm so done. Let me take my stuff and go. But this man chose not to. But you know what? Let's go ahead and listen to his response to this.
Try to break this video down, the quickest way possible, probably like 3 minutes, something like that. But so what happened on the job was I've been working on this job probably like 4 days, on and off 4 days, getting the job done, whatever like that. And that day I finally ran into Dave, and I was riding down the so-called private road or whatever like that, and there was a lady on the road. She just said a word to me, she was like smiling and waving at me, kind of like happy to see me. And all of a sudden, I'm bringing the second pallet in the grass. And all of a sudden, I see Dave. He just come out the woodwork. I see somebody coming past like this and shaking his head like that. I'm like, oh man, but I know this is gonna be a problem. I'm like, this ain't, I'm like, man, I'm just trying to work. I was like, man, I know this man up no good. So Dave stopped me. First thing he said is private property. That's the first thing he said. It's private property. I was like, okay, Dave, okay, whatever. So I rolled back. He tried to block my path on the tractor. That's what kind of pissed me off. He blocked my path on the tractor coming through with the grass. So I went to get the last up out of the grass, and I'm coming back through. So I didn't even see him down the road. He was, I guess, veered off to the side, and I'm driving through, and Dave came out of nowhere. He jumped in front of the tractor, so I had to veer off, like real quick off the road, and I almost crashed. So I was like, you know what? I said, this man want to play like this and waste my time like this. I said, I'm finna waste his. That's how the video initially got started. I don't even record videos and stuff like that. I don't call the police, none of that stuff. I don't, but the fact of it is with me, like, I didn't owe Dave an explanation. I see people in the comments talking about why you ain't tell him what you were doing, why you didn't have him call the property owner. Dave is not the police. Dave is not code enforcement. Dave is not owed that, and I'm just keeping it real. Dave is not owed that. I don't know, Dave just the propertier, or he's the property police or something like that, but I don't owe Dave no explanation.
Exactly what he said. He does not owe Dave any explanation. And he doesn't have to tell him a thing about his last name or his company name or any of that. He does not owe Dave anything. He's there to do a job. And he's there to do a job for somebody who lives on that so-called private property. And he doesn't have to answer to anybody but the person who hired him to do a job. Now, he could have contacted the owner and said, look, there's this man here that's stopping me from going through, and I don't have time for this, so deal with this, or I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to go about my business. But again, it's his work. He's got to work and earn a living. And I mean, maybe he was getting paid good for that job, right? If it's a private property, maybe it's an affluent area and he got hired to do a good job for good money. So he had time. He had time. Okay. Jedi Skywalker, how you doing? Yup, facts, proof, evidence, truth, God, our creator, book, Adam, Torah, Bible in order, rap the news, YouTube, only God only can save, unite, Hebrew, Israel, American God, give dominion above all. Amen to all of that. Sean says that brother looks like he got hands and Dave was lucky. That's what I'm saying. He's lucky that he had the patience to deal with him because he really could have flattened him. And he did say, I'm just waiting for you to put your hands on me and I'll knock your behind out. He did say it. And I feel like he would have done it. And to be honest, even with Dave getting in his face like that, that would have been enough to annoy somebody because that would be like a roach in your face. And you want to just bat it away, right? So he's very lucky that that brother exercised that level of patience. And I always say, not everyone would. Not every brother would. Mo says he's not showing his slave papers. That's the mindset of these demons. The whole life is tormenting us. If it was the other way around, we will be seeing a tragic story. Facts. That is facts. That's right. Let me show you, Massa. Let me show you that I'm here and I'm allowed to pick cotton. Here's my papers. Here's no. He doesn't have to show you anything. He doesn't owe you anything. He does not have to beg to be on that property. Nothing. But again, if he wanted to, just so that he can go about his business, he could have. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Brads like this, he could have shown him everything, all the legitimate documents in the world. And do you know that Brad would have still turned around and said something like, "Oh, that doesn't look real. It's probably fake. It's fictitious. I'm calling the sheriff." And I'm still wondering, did that sheriff ever come? Was he ever able to call that sheriff? Because he was trying so hard to call the sheriff and it was just never happening. He was on his phone trying. Probably the sheriff was even like, I'm not even going to bother with this. Okay. Because more and more and more, they're not bothering with all of these people calling the police on Black people because you're wasting our time. Okay. You're wasting our time. Yeah. Right. Sean has the emoji like, what? Exactly. Exactly. But you know what? Tell me what you guys would do, brothers. What would you do in this situation if it were you and you had your company and you're trying to go about your business and do your work and these Karens or Brads who like to appoint themselves the gatekeeper of all properties approaches you and stops you and says they're not letting you get through. I mean, how would you deal with it as a business owner there to do your job? I know for me, I think it depends on the day. If I woke up and I was in a good mood and I decided, you're not going to get me there, then maybe I would have shown them something, but it would have been so hard for me to have that level of patience because for me personally, having gone through so much racial profiling like my whole life living in this country, um, and just overt and covert racism my whole life, being followed around stores, being told I can't come in this restaurant or whatever. I don't think that I have the patience anymore to spend time going back and forth with these people. I would have just pushed my way through and said, go ahead and call who you need to call, but you're not stopping me from doing my work. I personally wouldn't have had the time to go back and forth like that. Ah. Yeah, I agree with you, Mo Cancer. It's tough to always be waking up and hearing about these stories every day. It's frustrating. But we make a point of showcasing it and exposing it because it's important that these people are put on blast. Because back in our day, think of it, or at least my day, I'm about to date myself, but back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, we didn't have the luxury of putting these people on blast and having cameras to show what they're doing to us. Because um, if we did, then maybe we would have had a chance of getting some sort of, I guess, justice. But we didn't have that luxury. So it was always their word against ours. And I'm not talking about back in the days of slavery, because we have footage. It didn't matter back then, right? But now more and more and more, as we exposing people, people are being held accountable for their actions. So it's important. I do think it's important. It's frustrating. Imagine us, the ones that are out here reporting this stuff all day, every day. It is frustrating. I get it. I feel you on that. But I do think it's important to put them on blasts on a regular basis. I do. I feel like it's a move to eradicating, it's a move to empowering our community. It's a move to encouraging other people in our community that go through this to also come forward. It's power in numbers. So, but I feel you. I totally feel you. Ah, I can only imagine the trauma our ancestors endured by these evildoers. Right, exactly, and that we continue to endure as well. Our brothers, police, everything that we go through. It's a lot. It is a lot. It's heavy. But for me personally, it's almost therapeutic and cathartic for me to report on this, especially when I see that I went through it, my family went through it way back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and fast forward to now, and we're still seeing it happening in the schools and everything else, all of the places that I can relate to all of these stories, right? So I feel like for me, it fuels me. It really does fuel me, and it's almost like I'm it's a nod to our ancestors, and I'm like, you know what? I got your back, and you may not be here anymore to be the advocates, but we will, and we will use our platforms to do so. So that's for me, that's how I look at it. Sean says I would have shown him my knuckles and let it be that. Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the individual, right? Um, right now at this point in my life, I'm really experiencing what white fatigue and anti-black fatigue really is messing with us psychologically. We are really fed up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're fed up. We're fed up. And we're seeing more and more of our people fighting back and not putting up with it, right? White supremacy hate cameras more than Black Americans, especially Black people with cameras. Oh, yeah. I mean, even when Black people take out their cameras to record, if they see police doing something to us, the police don't like it either when we record them. They don't want to be recorded. Or, don't you dare put me on camera. But then you also have people like Dave who had no problem being put on camera because they feel very righteous in the way that they're behaving. They feel like, listen, I'm trying to protect this private property from this big Black man with a tractor. It's so ridiculous. The man has a tractor with a company name. Like, how much effort is this man going to go through to be up to no good? Going to go rent a tractor? Going to go load the tractor with grass? Going to go drive up to some random private property? Like, be for real. This is the ridiculous mindset of these people. They are so stuck on the racism. They're so stuck on the fact that this is a Black person that they don't feel belongs there. And that's what drives them more than logic. Logic leaves the building and the snow roach comes out. Hey, Sunlight. Hi from Florida. I hope it's not cold there where you are. Tell me how to give him these hands. Yeah, that's what Shan says. That's it. It's just I'm putting hands on you and I'm keeping it moving. The problem with that, though, too, that we face is the Black man will end up probably in handcuffs and taken away and charged with assault because Brad there didn't do anything but try to protect the private property. He wasn't doing anything wrong. So then comes the victim mentality and the white fragility. And then it's like, I didn't put my hands on him. He put my hands on me. I was just trying to protect our community. And then what happens? The Black man. So for us as Black people, we have so many things that we have to think about because our reality is different from theirs. So there's so many things we have to think about when we are confronted by the folks. But like we've seen in some of the reports that I've done, more and more and more, we're seeing the folks being laid out, taking dirt naps, concrete naps, water naps, whatever it is, and everybody's just walking around them. Nobody's defending them. But at the same time, we have to be careful. We always have to think, we always have to take those extra couple of minutes to think about what we stand to lose by putting our hands on them. And that's the unfortunate reality for us. But I will just say, for me personally, I don't have any more patience for it. And, in that situation, if it were me, I would have just pushed my way through and said, you know what, forget you. I'm not answering any of your questions. I don't have to tell you nothing. And I'm going to go about my business. Are you going to stop a tractor? Try it. I'm going to drive my tractor through and go about my business. Call the sheriff, call whoever you want to call. But it's not going to stop me from doing my work. And then I might have a conversation with the owner to say, look, you hired me to do a job. I'm coming to do my job. You tell your neighbors and whoever else to stay out of my way. Otherwise, I'm going to cancel this job. You're going to give me back my deposit or whatever it is, and I'm going to go about my business. So I will also, enlist the person who hired me to deal with his people. When situations like this occur, it wasn't the black man who started it. They know we don't have power to mess around with them folks, but us loves the sight of us bloodied up like civil rights days. Wants us to put our heads down saying yes or no, sir, or ma'am. Well, the good thing is I'm finding more and more and more we're not doing that. We're not saying yes, sir, no, sir. And I know that's what they would love. But the problem with that too is like I said, he could have answered all his questions. He could have told him his first and last name. He could have shown his paperwork. He could have shown proof. He could have done all those things. But people like this Dave person, it doesn't matter what you put in front of him. He's already made up his mind. He's prejudiced. He's racist. So he's already made up his mind. So he could have put everything that is legitimate in front of him, and he would have found a way to still oppose it and say, oh, it wasn't right. It's fake. It's a fake document. Or even say something like, well, I don't know that person who you claim you came here to work for. I don't know him. I've never seen that person. They don't live here. You're a liar. They will always find a way to oppose. So it's like you're trading six for half a dozen. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So for me personally, I'm just pushing my way through. Where was the white boss who hired the brother to do the landscaping? Whites love watching us working. Yeah, I mean, he didn't even get the opportunity to get through. I wish this brother would have said what happened ultimately. Like, did he push his way through? Did he still do his job? What really happened in the end? But he didn't really say that in his follow-up. But he might have had a conversation with the owner afterward. He might have gone about his business and still did it. Who knows? Unfortunately, he didn't say what really happened in the end. That was America symbol if it was visible on your end, Emma. Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness. Well, family, another day, another Brad, another gatekeeper, another form of another story of racially profiling a brother who's just trying to do his job. We are damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. GI says brother need to charge the owner an inconvenience fee, right? Like if he's charged by the hour too, I would pad on some hourly fees to say I need you to pay me extra for having to deal with this anti-black racist man, and I don't care whether or not it had nothing to do with you. You hired me, so you deal with it. Yes, and pay me more. Otherwise, like I said, taking my business elsewhere. So I would definitely enlist the owner as well and say, you better deal with your Dave. I'm not dealing with this anymore. It's frustrating. It's so annoying. And we're really tired of it. Oh my gosh. Like, when will it end? Jeez. Even when we build our own business, we still have to deal with nonsense. Because this brother, it's his own business. And you still have to deal with nonsense. Good, hard-working man. Still got to deal with nonsense. It's absolutely annoying. And we are so fed up with it. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, family, it's Thursday, it's Friday Eve. I'm only taking 30 minutes of your time, and I thank you for giving me those 30 minutes on this weekday that you could have been, working or doing something else at 10:30 in the morning. So I very, very much appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me. Francis says, how many numbers do 911 have? They seem to lose all finger coordination with their phones when dialing, is what I'm saying. Like it took, this thing went on for a good, 5 minutes or so, and he still didn't get a hold of the sheriff. So it's true. Like how many? 911, right? Like it took him 10 years. I don't even think that he ever called the sheriff. It's ridiculous. Um, oh, you're so welcome, GI. This is what I love. You're welcome for allowing you to comment. Please keep joining me and let us have the conversation together. I love it. And I appreciate you all joining me. So I'm going to love you and leave you until tomorrow morning, TGIF. And until then, please be safe, everyone. Thanks again for joining me. I shall see you then.